okay? Shot. I know you're shot.
Imagine the safest place for a police officer, their own precinct, the secure sally port where suspects are brought in for processing. A place where the immediate threat of the streets should dissipate, replaced by the routine protocols of the station house. But on July 30th, 2020, for officers of the Chicago Police Department's Grand Central District, that perceived sanctuary became a sudden, violent ambush. This isn't just a news report. This is a raw, unvarnished look into an event captured by harrowing body cam footage, released by the Civilian Office of Police Accountability, that plunged an entire station into chaos. We'll witness the shocking moments when a seemingly routine transport spiraled into a desperate fight for survival, leaving multiple officers wounded and a suspect paralyzed, ultimately ending his life just days after his sentencing. This is the story of Lavelle Jordan, and the day the unexpected became tragically real. The story begins earlier, that fateful morning. Chicago, a sprawling metropolis often grappling with the persistent shadow of violent crime, was once again dealing with the scourge of vehicular hijacking. On July 30th, a call came in about a suspicious vehicle in the North Austin neighborhood. That very stolen Porsche. Officers responded, finding the car unoccupied. But patience is a virtue in policing. As they watched, a man named Lavelle Jordan casually approached, got inside, and attempted to drive away. He was swiftly identified as the prime suspect in the carjacking. Officers moved in without hesitation, pulling Jordan from the stolen car. He was immediately handcuffed behind his back, a standard procedure designed to neutralize any immediate threat. Then came the crucial step, the pat-down. During this initial search, officers found drugs and money in Jordan's pockets, standard contraband, easily discovered. However, in a devastating oversight that would forever haunt this case, they missed something far more dangerous. Extremely secreted, probably very close to his private area, was a small, loaded pistol. It was an omission, subtle and undetected in the rush of the moment, but one that would irrevocably alter the course of the day, transforming a calm morning into a bloody nightmare for everyone involved. This tiny, hidden weapon became a ticking time bomb, unseen by those tasked with upholding the peace. With Jordan secured, or so they profoundly believed, he was placed in the back of a police SUV, an official vehicle equipped with a protective cage for transport to the 25th District Station. It was during this journey that Jordan began to sow the seeds of his desperate plan. He made a seemingly innocuous request, one that might even evoke a measure of sympathy. He claimed to have third-degree burns on his hands and asked for his handcuffs to be placed in the front. Officers, adhering to protocol, refused, but promised to remove the cuffs once they reached the secure environment of the station. What the officers couldn't know, couldn't possibly anticipate, was the chilling determination and unnerving dexterity Jordan possessed. While the SUV traversed Chicago's urban landscape, Jordan silently and painstakingly worked on his restraints. Despite being handcuffed behind his back, he managed to manipulate his hands, wriggling them free and bringing them from behind his back to the front. Now, his hands, still bound together by the metal cuffs, were terrifyingly mobile, dangerously close to where that concealed weapon lay hidden. With every mile closer to the precinct, the unseen threat intensified. The trap was meticulously set, and the unsuspecting officers were driving their prisoner directly into it, towards what they believed was a place of safety and routine processing. The police SUV pulled into the sallyport of the Grand Central District Police Station. The heavy, reinforced garage door rumbled closed behind them, signifying the end of the public street and the beginning of a supposedly secure, controlled police environment. Officer Jason Cloherty, anticipating nothing more than a routine transfer of a suspect from vehicle to booking, opened the rear passenger door of the SUV. The moments that followed were captured in vivid, terrifying detail by body cam footage, a stark, visceral reminder of the unpredictable and immediate dangers law enforcement faces in the line of duty. The very instant the door swung open, Jordan unleashed his ambush. With chilling speed, he produced the pistol that had so cunningly evaded detection during his arrest. Without a moment's hesitation, he fired at point-blank range, striking Officer Cloherty directly in the chin, face, and neck. The officer collapsed, a sudden, shocking eruption of violence tearing through the silence of the sallyport. The sound of the gunshot echoed, sharp and brutal, followed by the immediate cries of alarm and pain. Despite his severe, life-threatening injury, Officer Cloherty's training and instinct took over. He managed to rise, drawing his own weapon and firing approximately 2 shots back at Jordan, even as he scrambled for cover inside the station, bleeding profusely. Chaos erupted in a terrifying, deafening symphony of gunfire. Jordan, undeterred, continued to fire, unleashing at least 5 shots in rapid succession from within the confines of the SUV. Other officers, hearing the explosive sound of the initial gunshot and seeing their colleague fall, immediately reacted. It was an instant descent into a full-blown gun battle. 4 officers drew their weapons and returned fire, transforming the secure sallyport, designed for ingress and egress, into a deadly kill zone. Bullets flew, ricocheting off concrete walls, metal structures, and the very police vehicle itself. The air filled with the acrid smell of gunpowder and the relentless, deafening roar of gunshots. In the ensuing exchange, a staggering total of more than 50 shots were fired between Jordan and the engaged officers. It was a desperate, chaotic fight for survival, a moment where life and death hung precariously in the balance. The toll on the police was immediate and severe. Officer Cloherty, despite his bravery, was grievously wounded in the chin, face, and neck. Another officer was struck in the hip, his movements hampered by the impact. A third officer took a hit to his protective vest, a bullet that, thankfully, did not penetrate, but left a brutal impact. Beyond the visible injuries, the sheer trauma of the event sent 2 additional officers to local hospitals, suffering from debilitating chest pains. Amidst the relentless hail of bullets, Jordan was finally struck. He fell, critically wounded, the gunfire ultimately leaving him paralyzed. It highlights the constant vigilance, the unwavering readiness, and the immense bravery required of law enforcement officers, where a single missed detail, a brief moment of perceived calm, can have catastrophic consequences. It underscores the unforgiving nature of their work, transforming an expected place of safety into a brutal battleground and forever altering the lives of all involved. This incident serves as a powerful testament to the thin blue line and the perils they face every single day.